Hi everybody, my name is Mr. Steve and welcome to our Halloween craft program. I'm going to show you 3 different crafts that you might want to make at home for Halloween. They're pretty easy to do and they are things that you can really use your imagination for, which we like. The first one is paper chain ghosts. The second craft is simply different kinds of monsters. And the third craft is a haunted house. We're going to start off with the haunted house. In order to make this haunted house, you need a few different things. First, you need the Halloween haunted house cutout. We will link to where to find this cutout. It was put together by Sarah Jane Studios. You also need a black piece of paper and a yellow piece of paper. You will need a glue stick or Elmer's glue, depending on what you prefer. You'll need 2 different ways to cut things out: scissors and an X-Acto knife, which you probably will need grown-up help for if you are a little younger, and also a pen or a marker. First thing you want to do is you want to put your haunted house cutout on top of a black construction paper. You do not need to glue anything down at this point. What you're going to do is you're going to cut all around here, making sure that the paper behind it, the black piece of paper, stays still, and cut all the way around it. After you finish cutting out, you're going to notice that you have the white cutout piece of paper and the black piece of paper underneath it that have exactly the same shape. We still need both of these pieces of paper, so put the cutout white paper on top of the black paper. And we're going to need our X-Acto knife at this point. So if you're a little younger, you might want a grown-up to take care of this part. What you're going to do is you're going to lay this down on a cutting board or some other surface that it's okay if it gets cut a little bit. And you're going to see these dotted lines here and use your X-Acto knife to cut all along them. That's going to make where the windows are going to be opening up. After you've done that, you can dispose of the white piece of paper. We no longer need it. And as you can see on your black haunted house, you can now open up windows. And it would be pretty boring because you couldn't really see inside the windows without a paper behind it. So what you're going to do now is you're going to glue the black haunted house onto the yellow piece of paper. After you glue that down, you can cut all the way around it and you'll end up with something like this. Now, it's not totally done yet because what you could do is when you open up these windows and doors, you could use your pen or crayon and you can draw different things in it to make it scary. So that's the haunted house. Next, we're going to make the Halloween ghost paper chain. In order to make this, you need some strips of paper. You can use any color you want. I chose orange and black. You can do whatever you want to. And then I made a couple of ghost shapes. You need an X-Acto knife and you need your marker. First thing we're going to do is we're going to make our paper chain. In order to do that, all you need to do is fold the paper into a circle and then take a little tape and tape it along that way. So that's one. And you can just keep on going, choosing whatever kind of color pattern you would like to, until you have enough paper chains to do what you want to do. You can make this any way you want to, of course. I did 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 paper chains. You could do however many you want to. Once you've created your paper chains, what you can do is get out your ghosts and then you can draw faces on them. As you can see, I drew a silly face and a smiley face. Obviously, you can make any kind of ghost you want to. But right here, we have a paper chain that's coming down, one link that's going through the ghost to connect it to the main paper chain. In order to do that, I use the X-Acto knife, and you might need a grown-up to do this again. But if you just cut a little bit of a line right at the top, that'll make it so that your strip will go right through it like that. And then you can connect it to one of the paper chain links from before. And you can just tape that up the same way. And you can keep on doing that to your heart's content until you make a Halloween paper chain with ghosts. The last craft I wanted to show you is the one you can use your imagination with the most. It is monsters. You can make your monsters look any way you want to. In order to make monsters, though, there are a few things you will need besides your imagination. Lots of different pieces of paper, scissors, glue, a marker, maybe paper plates that are colorful, and you might even choose to use some googly eyes or wiggly eyes, depending on what you want to call them. You can cut the paper into any shapes you want to. I made a little bit of, I think, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sides. So it is a hexagon, pentagon. And I cut out a bunch of eyes. I made a mustache, put a tongue on there, made hair, made arms, but claws at the end. It was really fun to do. This one's more of a Frankenstein kind. So I used the paper plate and I put some googly eyes on it. I cut out the hair and the bolts, the mouth. I made some accordion legs. Again, I would love for you to do that any way you want to. Those are the 3 different crafts that we have for this year's Halloween crafts. If you decide to make any of these at home, I would love to see them. So please send me a picture of what you made. My email address is right below right now. I wish you a wonderful Halloween. And remember, the library has lots of Halloween books. So not only do we have Halloween books that have stories about Halloween, but we also have Halloween decorating kinds of books and other nonfiction things, so you can get some ideas on other decorations to do around your house. Have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching. Bye.